talk to the people?
Sure.
This is Scott Binford. He is our head judge for this event. This is one of your test weekends to become level 2, correct?
Yes, that's true.
How do you think it went today? In the first of 2 IQ days, for Modern today and Legacy tomorrow.
Well, it was a little rough, but it wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be, that's for sure.
Why not? Just ran pretty smoothly despite a somewhat late start?
Yeah, we started a little late there. I say about 15 minutes. Sorry. Started going a little bit late at the beginning, about 15 minutes late, but that's started player entry about 125. So that was just a clerical error on my behalf.
Did you expect 50 people to show up today?
So I woke up this morning expecting maybe 20, probably 25 on a good day. So this was exactly, the last thing I was expecting.
Other Scott said he expected maybe 30.
That's optimistic.
No, I asked him what kind of deck he wanted to play, and he mentioned some random quest deck that could win on turn 3.
Sure, Quest for the Holy Relic.
Yes, Quest for Holy Relic. Would you play that deck in a tournament like this?
I've never played it before, but it actually sounded pretty exciting, so I'd actually give it a shot.
What would you play? Now you're pretty big in those blue-based control decks.
Wow. I have played ARAC before, and that's really exciting, but I'd probably play Esper Tesserator.
Why Esper Tesserator?
Well, I really enjoy Esper Control. It's not the worst right now. I was playing Jeskai Nahiri this summer, but I think Esper Tesserator has some really interesting options, especially for mainboard hate against Dredge, which is unfortunately a popular deck right now.
Would you think that mainboard hate against Dredge helps Scred win our Grand Prix?
It's hard to say, but it certainly didn't do poorly for it. I'll like to think that would be the case. Yeah.
Now, you mentioned Tesserator.
Sure.
There's a card that got unbanned that people felt made the deck really good, and that card
Yes.
is Sword of the Meek.
Yes.
Now, I don't like Sword of the Meek because I lost to Jerry Thompson's Sup Their Gifts if I
Sure.
win it in the April Invitational.
Sure.
But ever since then, like the first 2 or 3 weeks of Sword being unbanned, it hasn't done anything. Is it because just Dredge is just too good right now? Or just what else before that happened made Sword so unappealing? Was it something like Jeskai Nahiri being a much better control deck with an actual win condition? Or is it just not as good as we thought it would be?
It's hard to say. In all the games that I have played with Thopter Sword, I would say the combo is still extraordinarily powerful. Like most other control decks still can't beat it. As far as Jeskai Nahiri, I think the reason why that deck did so well is, one, Emrakul is always in a phenomenal win condition. But
of course, talking about OG Emrakul, the Anzator, and the Annihilated Emrakul, not the new...
Of course.
Because, playing that from your hand from Nahiri is not one of the cards you want to cast that card.
Yeah, the Promised End isn't exactly going to be...
promising in Modern.
No. But the best thing that Jeskai has going for it is the fact that it has access to 8 one-drop removal spells. I think that is exactly what a control deck needs right now. Esper just doesn't really have a whole lot. It has a lot of 4-drop Wraths, which is great, but it's just too slow. Because you still get Anger of the Gods in Jeskai.
Yeah, which is really good against Dredge.
Yes.
No.
So I guess this is all pointing
Verdict,
towards
not good.
Dredge is a little good right now.
Do you think he'll get banned in any way?
I keep hearing a lot of talk about Golgari Grave Troll. I personally have not actually been able to witness a lot of Dredge, but the few games I have seen, I think it may not be long for this pool.
I think Connor, too, was the only Dredge player here. And he's over there in top 8.
To be fair, he is 8th, so it's not like he just stormed his way into the top 8 with no conflict.
8th is still top 8, just like one life is not 0.
This is true.
So you think Grave Troll might get banned?
I think this might be true.
Why would that be banned over, say, Prize Amalgam?
Well, the thing about Grave Troll is that it gives you access to 6 additional cards, as opposed to the 1 you're supposed to have access to when you're drawing your card. And 6 compared to 1 is not a small difference at all. Like, sure, you have Stinkweed Imp and all that, which helps the deck, but 4 additional cards, that creates a difference of 24 cards. is a little bit much.
Do you think this deck can still exist in the way that Eldrazi still exists in banned?
Sure, I think so. I don't
It'll
think
still be tier 2-ish? Because obviously it won't be tier 1.
I'd say tier 2 is pretty
Yeah,
generous.
they're never reprinting Dredge ever again.
No.
No.
You might see it in Commander product, but that doesn't help.
No, yeah, you cannot. Just a reminder, they can print new Dredge cards in Commander, but if it's a new Commander-only Dredge card, that's only legal in Legacy and Vintage. Commander cards are not Modern legal. Which is, for some cards, really good. It means True Nemesis is not Modern.
Yes, that would be very awful. Fish might actually be a deck again.
Fish won a Grand Prix, man.
Sure.
Fish is the top seed in this tournament.
Okay.
To be fair, it's Mike Krause who only plays Fish, and his hard
I
work
feel
is
like
showing.
that's a little unfair, but
Yeah, someone's asking, Stinkweed gives Dredge 5, and Troll's only 6. So their question, I assume, is, why would banning Grave Troll stop Dredge? And I'm assuming it's because, between Stinkweed Deep and Dredge, that's 8 forms of dredging at least 5.
Yes.
You're cutting it in half, essentially, is what I'm gathering.
yes.
I assume that eventually, as we saw with Shadows over Innistrad, was apparently the greatest block of all time for Modern Dredge, because it gave you Insolent Neonate, it gave you Prized Amalgam, and then eventually got Cathartic Renewal 2 and Kaladesh. I assume banning the enablers, which is what they did with Ayuk and Eldrazi, is better than banning the pieces, especially if they still want the deck to be a thing.
Yes. Because it's fine if the deck is still around. You don't want to just completely obliterate it out of the format. But the access to 4 additional cards that allow for the replacement for 24 as compared to 4, I think is enough to make it a fair deck again.
Now, does anything else get banned? Do you think?
While I have my personal opinions about things that should be added, I don't think there's anything that is necessary to add to the list right
So you
now.
think, in fact, gets untouched?
I don't see why people think Become Immense needs to be banned.
Just because Graveyard Hate? Do you think anything gets unbanned?
I think there could be some very interesting decisions that could be made, but I also don't think it's necessary.
You have 2 questions. Son767 wants to know, what about Phyrexian Mana? Doesn't that seem a little OP?
Phyrexian Mana is very good, yes, but there is not a card with Phyrexian Mana that I can think that needs to be banned right now.
So not Cataxian Pro.
No.
That's, I think, the only one that could be banned worthy. Dismembers,
There's
not the best. Taking 4 is not good, trust me.
I want to say there's Dismember, there's Apostle's Blessing, there's Jataxian Probe, none of which are really as impressive effects that really need to be banned.
Do you think Moxelbook gets banned?
That is actually a very good question. If Affinity was actually being oppressive, it's a possibility, but Affinity's
But
always been
it's not.
there.
It's always there, and it's just not doing anything right now. I think we're getting an update. Who